Okay, so you did coterminals like this. So you had, I'll remind you in degrees. So you had like 60 degrees, and it said find a positive and a negative coterminal. So you take your original number, and coterminal means go around positive or negative or whole around a circle. So you're going to add 360 to that amount and subtract 360 from that amount. As long as they're one's positive, one's negative, that's it. So 60 minus 360 is negative 300, and then put the degree sign. 60 plus 360, right, is 420 degrees. And you call it one's positive, one negative, that's it. Now in radians, so a radian can look like pi over 4, okay, which is really, right, this is 1/4 times pi, okay, just those mean the same thing, right? So now around a whole circle, you have to remember this. A whole circle in radians is equal to 2 pi. So you know how we had 360? We're going to add or subtract 2 pi. So you do 1/4, you have the pi, plus 2 pi, and then 1/4 radians minus 2 pi. So what you do with these is you really ignore the radians. You just hold on to it. So you hold the pi. All you do is add them. So 1/4 plus 2, and your final answer should be as an improper fraction. So 1/4 plus 2, right? It's really, really simple. You just convert it into improper. So it's like that's 2 1/4. It's literally what it means, 2 1/4. So you just turn it into a fraction. So that's 9/4, and the pi should technically go up front. So this is 9 pi over 4. And then 1/4 minus this, remember this is really 8/4. So 1/4 minus 8/4 is negative 7 pi over 4. So then that's an answer, and that's an answer. Okay, so all you have to do is think about the fractions, and you can type them into your calculator for it. You can literally type in 2 plus 1/4, turn it into a fraction if you can't do the fractions in your head. If not, you could take pi over 4, right, the old way, and multiply it by 180 over pi to convert it into degrees, then change it and then convert it back. But that seems like a lot of work. So all this is telling you is taking your idea of you knowing what radians is, so really knowing what this means, and then taking what's your knowledge about this and mixing them together. So it's a new concept, but it's taking all of the concepts you've learned and merging them together. So it's something you should be able to do based on things you've learned, especially in an honors class, okay? So just because I didn't teach you doesn't mean like you don't learn topics. So, but it's good that somebody asked. So I am sharing this with you only because somebody asked, and this is the whole point. Like if you don't know something, you ask it. And if you ask a question that is blatantly obvious in a note, that's different. But I mentioned it in a notes. I mentioned it in a note on Schoology. So it's important to ask these questions, and don't wait until last minute because your quiz is at noon tomorrow.